Good morning, good morning, good morning on this dreadful Sunday morning. I'm gonna do a little weekly recap because I know some people don't like the long videos, and trust me guys, if I could make the video shorter, I would. But I also understand that it's very difficult to condense a 12 to 14 hour workday in a 5-minute video. Especially when I'm trying to give you guys, a little bit of information, especially from my experience. So we're just gonna go with a weekly recap. I think it's a little easier for myself, and it takes so long to edit these videos. So I'm just gonna start with like a weekly recap, and I think I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go to that format from now. So we're gonna start that way, and then we're gonna go. So we're gonna get on to our first topic. I'm heading to Costco's now. It's 7:30 in the morning, 7:35 in the morning. Kind of a late start, but it's hard to get up at 5 o'clock, when you're stopping at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night sometimes. So it's a little difficult to get up every day, especially when you got to take care of life when you get home. So the first topic is weather. I told you guys, make sure you bring an extra clothing. If at all possible, make sure you have waterproof sneakers, and make sure you have a windbreaker or a waterproof coat or jacket. It's going to go a long way, especially out here in New York when the weather seems to change every other day. One day it's 65 degrees, and a day today is like it's under 50, but it's gonna rain. So there should definitely have something of that nature. Of course we have our gloves, of course we have our mask, but it's something that's essential is definitely waterproof sneakers or boots, and a waterproof weather-resistant coat or jacket. Like I'm gonna have mine on today. It's a lifesaver, and it helps you in these harsh conditions, especially the heavy rain where carry things can be very, very dangerous. Another topic of discussion is store hours. So I thought I had my store hours under wraps. I thought I knew what I was doing and blah blah blah. But it's it does that's not how this works. Know your store hours. Not only that, know what time they're gonna allow you to go in the store, because it seems like every day there's new rules. Every day there's new rules with Instacart. Instacart shoppers, especially in Costco's, because I primarily shop. Maybe 95% of my orders are at Costco's. So definitely know your store hours, especially with the app functionality, because I spoke to some other shoppers, and they would get orders at whatever time, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would sit for an hour. Like yesterday, I sat in Costco's parking lot for an hour without getting any orders. But I've seen shoppers come out, so I was wondering what was going on. Maybe I was doing something wrong. I reset the app, I re-downloaded the app, I cleared the cache, I restarted my phone. Nothing. I didn't get anything. And these people were, shopping. So I'm hearing that Instacart is picking and choosing which orders go to which. But I'm also hearing that that people are either hacking the app so they can get all the better orders, or I'm hearing that that there's a third-party app that people are paying to snatch the large orders, which I didn't know was possible. One, and two, it's crazy because when I see some of these big orders, like it doesn't stay on the screen for 5 seconds. They just gone. You can't even process the information, especially with me, because I like to process every batch that I do, so I know, item by unit. I like to know distance of how far I'm driving. I like to know what store it's at. I want to make sure that it's at my location and not 2, 3, 4 towns over, because that's what they would do. They would definitely send you to another town if you're not paying attention to the address of the store that you're trying to shop at. And I've done that many times. I did that a few times this week, and it's very, very tough. So definitely you want to be aware of that. So just be aware that some things are going on with the app that they may need to look into. Another topic is definitely customer service. I know some of you guys don't care about the customers, but I do, because I like feedback. I like to hear feedback. I like to hear feedback to make myself better and also make their experience better. So I'll post either after this clip. I'll post, because I'm not great with the editing, so I'll post some of the feedback that some of the customers has given me, some of the ratings the customers have given me as well, just because of, one, the way I shop, and two, the way I speak to the customers. I'm not gonna put how I speak to the customers, but I'll definitely show you guys some of the feedback they've written in the comments, customer comments and things of that nature. So it's definitely something that you guys want to be aware of and get hip to, because it's definitely it makes you feel good when you know that you out here working hard and you stick to your guns and you stick to your standards, and people appreciate it. Because even with these YouTube videos, if you don't get the views or you don't get the likes or you don't get the subs, you don't feel appreciated. You don't want to feel like you're out here putting in all of this work and feedback isn't happening. So that's definitely something that that I enjoy personally in my area. A customer did ask me to be a personal shopper, and as you can see in the two screenshots that I took, but I had to respectfully decline, because I know Instacart reads the I know they read the comments. So I believe in the contract, same thing with Uber, I believe in the contract that you sign or that you agree to, you agree not to be anyone's personal shopper, because you can get deactivated from the platform. So do with the information as you will, and just know that if you guys are going to take that chance, that there is a possibility that you can be deactivated if you do agree. If you do agree to be somebody's personal shopper, there is a risk factor in that, because of what you guys agreed to in the terms. If I'm not mistaken, because I know they do that with Uber and Lyft. I'm pretty sure when I read through it, if I find it, I'll probably post it after this clip. That if you agree, you can't be anybody's personal shopper. So I'm pretty sure. So be careful if you're gonna make that decision for yourself. It could be beneficial, but you got to think of the long-term picture. Is it worth getting deactivated to make a couple dollars, or is it worth just going with the steady income and using the platform? That's decisions you got to make. I ain't no financial planner. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. I'm just gonna give you information and let you do what you will. So there's that. So we have our first order, 31 by 31 for 55. I think it's about 8.4 miles. So this week I've been taking orders that has been, a lot further. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot further than I would actually like to drive. But the way I see it, you can either take the short orders, do a bunch of short orders and try to hit your average, or you can do, wait for the long orders. But I have that luxury. I know some people, or most people, don't have that luxury in their market to sit and wait for, bigger orders, $50 orders, $45 orders. I know most of you guys don't. So this is the route that I take because it works for me. Even though, when I hit my goal, then, I normally go home. But regardless of the fact is, I've been taking some longer orders. So heading to Costco's now and trying to, do this order. It's 31 by 31. One item of everything, and no doubles. And we're gonna see. Hopefully they have everything, because as soon as they don't have something, your tip decreases and decreases and decreases. So we'll see, and we'll go from there. Let's go. I'll give you guys a little bit of advice on avoiding confrontation with people who are miserable with their lives. Just try your best to just walk away and try to de-escalate a situation, especially if you have a temper, especially like me, and somebody calls you out your name or calls you out your face. Just do your best to try to walk away from the situation, even if you make a mistake. But there's some people in this world, for whatever reason, they're so miserable and they're so power hungry that they will call you out your name, or they try to say something to you as you're walking away so they can invoke a reaction. So definitely do your best to try to walk away from the situation. So a little confrontation I just got into, I'm not going to go into it because, again, I have a temper, so I'm not going to let somebody steal my joy, you know. But just walk away when you can. That's just the advice that I give you guys. So yeah, we're gonna restart and try this again. So not so easy drop off. I hate delivering to apartments. I don't know if you guys deliver to a lot of apartments, but out here we have apartment complexes. So it's like it's a little more difficult. It's like maybe 3 times as difficult. One, because you have to go through a gate. So you have to go through a gated community, and you got to stop at the security booth, and they ask you all these questions. They want someone wants your ID, which I'm not giving you my ID, 1, and 2, they scan your car, and I get it for security reasons, but for me it makes no sense because you have security cameras. But regardless of the fact, also some places it's very, very difficult to find some of these buildings. Like the guy that I just dropped off to, you got to find his apartment number, letter, his apartment number and letter, and then you have to find the exact number for the apartment. So you gotta go through the complex. You have to find which location in the complex he's at, which he didn't put in the instructions, and then which letter. You gotta find which letter he's at, in the complex, and then you gotta find which number he's at, and then even when you find that, or if you find that, the numbers aren't even synchronized, they're all over the place, and then you got to find where his door is at. So it's so much work sometimes delivering to these apartment complexes, but it is what it is. But that's the reason why I don't like delivering to apartments, and that's also a reason why I don't want to work in the city, because I don't want to go through all of that, and then you got to worry about parking. I'm cool for that, fam. But out here, yeah, I'd rather just deliver to the houses where I can just drop off and dip. Luckily, he did come outside when I told him I was having problems, and he did, link me. He did send me some more information in the chat, so it was a little easier finding his place. But you gotta put that, I gotta put that stuff early, especially when you live in a difficult place to get to. You gotta put that stuff in the description, at least a description, so people will know, and we're not driving around for 15 minutes trying to find your place. Because some people get frustrated and they'll leave. I don't do that because I don't want your stuff, and I don't want your stuff in my car. It takes up too much space. So we heading back now. We heading back to Costco's now, and hopefully we get another order. As good as the first one. I think that one was, I said what, $55. Unfortunately, it was far. I think it was like 8 miles. So again, it's 40 plus minutes of driving. 20 and change there. Then I had it was just too much. It was 20 and change there, 20 and change back, plus almost 20 minutes because I needed to find this man's place. So I burnt the hour doing nothing in my book. For 55, you divide that by 2 from the hour it takes to shopping and check out. Now I'm back down to was it 22 and a half per hour. Not where I want to be. Not a good start, but we'll continue, and it'll pick up because I know the weather's going to change in a little bit, so we'll pick up. I'll update you guys as soon as I can. So we got an order from BJ's. I think it was like $65, 29 by 32 for 2 customers. I normally don't go to BJ's, but one, the payout is really good, and two, the mileage was like 3.3 miles. So that's really, really good within my range. And also BJ's is not too far from Costco's. So again, those are like my two primary stores other than Aldi. Aldi has a really big payout. I'll go and do an Aldi order because I used to work there, so I know where, you know, the stuff is at. So we're gonna head to this BJ's order and get it done, man. That's not bad, man. 60, I think it was like $60-something for a 29 by 32 and 3.3 miles. That's, you know, we like that. We'll take that. So I may not believe in a lot of things, but I believe in karma. So that was a really, really good drop off. Also, that's why I tell people communication is key, being organized is key, and feedback is very, very important. So as I just showed you guys, the customer said that they're going to increase the tip to whatever they want to increase it to. Great. Love it. Again, that's customer service. You provide good customer service, you guys will get positive feedback. 1, 2, when I accepted that order, it was 2 orders. I don't care what the thing said. It was 2 orders. So when I accepted, it was 2 orders. And then when I went to take the screenshot, it was 1 order. So I don't know if Instacart is playing games or what. But I also know that the gentleman in the store, another Instacart shopper, said that the opposite happened to him. He selected a small order for BJ's, and when he went to he got to the store and he went to start it, it opened up into 2 orders, and it was this huge order. And as you guys know, with Instacart trying to get on the phone, it's impossible. Not impossible. It takes about 45 to about an hour and 15 to get them on the phone. And through the chat, you know, they may respond back quick, but you guys never know. So it's crazy. But regardless, that was an easy drop off, 6-minute drop off from the BJ's. So yeah, it was fine, perfect. Increasing the tip, pause, and going forward from there. So now we back headed towards Costco's, and we'll see if we grab something from BJ's if it's worth doing. If not, then we're gonna go back to Costco. So that was the 3rd order, I believe, for the day. So we're gonna continue. Let's go. I preach patience. I just got I think it was 31 by 33, and the order was like for like $103. It's like a $70-something tip. So I was sitting here for at least like 45 minutes, maybe like a little under 45 minutes, maybe like 30-something minutes. And I was sitting here because 1, the orders was crazy. The orders was crazy low, crazy mileage, 1. And 2, I don't know if the GPS wasn't working properly. I know we've been having some problems with the GPS from Google or whatever. So I know it wasn't working properly, so I had to reset the app, and everything was good after that. I was sitting in Costco's for like a half hour, no Costco's orders, only BJ's orders. So waiting for that, and what do you know, something popped up. And again, I preach patience. Again, I know everybody can't do it. I know everybody can't wait for these large orders to happen, but for me in my area, it is possible. It is possible. So I'm very thankful for this order. Hopefully everything is good, because this is a 1/3 of what I want to make for the day. This is a 1/3 of my goal for the day already, and we're hit, what is it, 12:20 now? So we're hours ahead of schedule after we do this. So hopefully they have everything, and the tip won't decrease. But let's get it done. Again, it's starting to rain now. Luckily, you know, raincoat, windbreaker and waterproof sneakers. So it's raining out here. It's, you know, glove, mask. We good to go, man. Let's knock this out. That was a pretty easy drop off. She just drop it by the driveway. So just drove down a little bit the little hill and dropped it by the driveway, and I'm off. The distance, it probably like 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes to get there and like 22 minutes to get back. That's why for some of these long trips, I say that it has to be a good amount of money, because it takes so long to go there and go back, especially in weather like this. It takes a little longer. So it took me about an hour to shop, because she added a bunch of stuff, which is fine. If somebody's gonna tip you the amount that she did, the least you can do is shop a little more for her, because as we all know, the more stuff that she adds, the better the tip for us is. So I think it's definitely beneficial if you want to definitely increase your earnings. Be as nice and cordial with your customer as possible, because never know. You know, once they start adding stuff that's extremely expensive, it definitely benefits you in the long run. So that's my take on that. So now we just heading back to Costco's, even though the other order was a BJ's order. I think my second or third one that I did was a BJ's order. Normally you don't shop at BJ's, but the offer of $66 I couldn't pass up. So we're heading back there now, and let's see what we get. So I took this order from BJ's, even though I don't really like BJ's. But I don't know what's going on with the app. I know it's pretty much been glitching like all day. So I definitely know that I've been sitting at Costco's for, I don't know, 20 minutes now, and no Costco's order. So I feel like there's something going on with the app. But it was a $60-something order from BJ's. I think it was a double drop off, and I think it was like 26 for 32. But again, a $60 order, so it wouldn't get too crazy. So let's get it done. Let's get it done. Two easy drop-offs. Simple. The first one was 2 items from that order, and the second one was whatever was left. Her order was a bit crazy because she kept adding stuff, so it is what it is. But no, easy. Heading back now. I don't even know what order I'm on. That's how crazy it's been. But you know, raining heavy. And I think Costco's closes at 6, so I'm not gonna make it back there in time. But I'm gonna just go post up at BJ's. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 more orders. I believe they close at 9 o'clock, or even 8 o'clock, 8 or 9 o'clock. So hopefully we get a few more orders, and we go from there. She was the second lady was very responsive. The first lady wasn't so much. She had a little attitude when I asked her to make sure, you know, she approves or disapproves any items. Of course, she only had 2, but it is what it is. Don't let nobody steal your joy, man. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Too busy out here to be effing around with people who have attitudes all day. It is what it is. On to the next one. That's how we do it, baby. On to the next one. Okay, before I forget, if you guys notice, I always have a pen. It's a stylus pen, and I have it for multiple reasons. One, because it makes it easy to tap and touch the screen without actually using my fingers, because I have fat fingers. But it makes it easy to tap the screen to do whatever I'm doing. And it also makes you look a little more professional, especially when you're pulling up to people's houses and they see you using a stylus pen. They think you know, a little more professional than you may or may not be. So it's always good to have it, especially in cold section and freezer sections. When your hands is frigid and your finger won't register on the it doesn't register on the phone. Definitely, if you can. I know iPhones is a little different than Androids. I think you guys got to get a special stylus. So if you definitely can pick up one, you definitely can get one for Android at the Dollar Tree. If you're into saving money, as I am, I'm actually gonna go pick one up now, because the ones that I have, I use them so much, I kind of destroyed the rubber on it, and it doesn't work as effectively as it could. So definitely pick up one if you can. It's different. It's definitely different. It's a life changer. It's a game changer, in my opinion. Especially when you're texting, you need to be pinpoint. You need to be fast, and it's a good look. It's always a good look to look more professional. So I'm doing my 5th order, which is probably gonna be my final order for the day. It's been a long day, man. I think I started like 8 o'clock. It's like, what, 6 now? This is probably gonna be my last order. I think they close here at 8 or 9, but it's a double order. I think it's like almost 9 miles or something like that. Or I don't know, something like that. I just seen one. I think I just turned down like a $55 one that was like 10 point something miles, and it was like delivering to like the corner of the island, like near the water. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. It's too far. It's gonna be dark when I like eventually drop it off. It's raining, and it's gonna be like an apartment complex. I'm not doing that. And it's far. Oh no, too many factors that doesn't help. On top of that, I'm not gonna have no service. So no, thank you. So I'm gonna do this one. This one was like 80 something, I believe. So one customer wanted a few items, and the other customer wanted everything else. So it shouldn't be too crazy, and hopefully I can knock this out quick and maybe get back and maybe do another one. Getting real lucky with these orders today. It's been a really bad day for Instacart in my opinion, with these long mileage orders and these short short payouts. So we'll see, man. Let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. So that was a far drive. It was I think it was like 15 minutes there and then 15 minutes to the other spot. So I spent so much time driving. But I think BJ's closed at 8, so I don't think I'm gonna get any orders. It's 7:45 now, and I gotta head back that way to go home anyway. So I don't think I'm gonna get any orders. So it is what it is. On the way home, I guess. We're gonna tally up everything and then have a daily recap and then a weekly recap and then plans for next week. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. It was a good day today. Not too many orders. The orders took me a little long, but pretty decent day today. But we're gonna find out when this stuff tallies up in about a half hour. So we'll see. So unfortunately, again, I wasn't able to get another batch before I had headed home. And today I finished at 382.08. A little above my average. I was hoping to do 4, but the orders wasn't what I expected today. Even though we did surpass our average for the week, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get another one done. But you know, that's just how it is sometimes. So for the total earnings of the week, I made $2,272.91. I think I averaged I did 41 batches this week, averaging about 55.43. So not too bad per batch that you want to do. So you don't want to overburden yourself with doing so many small batches, as I see some people doing, which is it may be productive for them, but for me it's not really productive. If I'm gonna spend an hour in the store, I want to make sure I'm getting paid for that hour. So that's why I tend to definitely do larger batches. And again, I have a larger vehicle. Some people are not afforded that luxury. They're also not afforded the luxury of living in a state where batches are plentiful. So we're gonna grind it out next weekend. And I'll do a midweek video, and then I'll do a weekly recap again, because it's too much. Like I said, the days are just so long. You're going from 10 to 14-hour days. You're trying to condense it down into 10, 15, 20 minutes is very, very difficult. But keep your head up, keep grinding, and whatever you do, make sure you do it smart. Work smarter, not harder. That's what I'm trying to show you guys, especially out here in the New York, Long Island market. Definitely got to work smarter, because if not, you'll be jobbing around, wasting your time pretty much. I'm not even gonna go to the little intricacies of time, gas, distance, weather. It becomes too much. So definitely, it's definitely doable. In my market, I know in some other markets they wait around for a while to get one order. So again, my market is different. But any questions and comments, please leave them. Please leave them down in the comments, and I try to answer everything that I can. Any advice, I'm always looking for constructive criticism. So yeah, until Wednesday, I'll see you guys, man. Keep grinding, keep hustling, do it smart, do it safe. On to the next one.